All right, off to the next layer. What layer are we doing now? We just did the application layer. So we're doing now the transport layer. Yes, this is considered the host to host communications. All right. This is where you're going to see your TCP, your transport communication protocol, your UDP. This guy right here, what's it, Uniform Data Protocol. This guy right here is what we don't want to use, right? Because this is connectionless. This is connection oriented. More importantly than these right up here are windowing, acknowledgement, negative acknowledgement, sequencing, and error detection. This is what goes on here. The analogy that I like to use, which I use the same analogy for the OSI model because it maps over directly to it. Imagine yourself unloading a truck. You got this individual up on the truck and you're down here ready to catch the boxes. And you say, hey, I'm ready. So you ready? It's the acknowledgement. I'm ready. Okay, here you go. Here comes one box, one bite. Boom, sends it. Boom, got it. Cool. Put the box down. Ready for the next one. Sends you the next one. No, one box. Sends it out, puts it down. But now you said, hey, give me two. So he says, okay, I'm going to send you two. Sends you two at a time. That's the windowing that's happening, right? Because you can handle two at a time. That's TCP. TCP is the protocol of the internet, actually. TCPIP, that's what we use in the internet, okay? There is no more Apple talk. You could use it, I guess, just within Apple, but everybody speaks TCP IP, okay? So, because it is connection oriented, it does that three-way handshake with the acknowledgement. And negative acknowledgement, hey, listen, I didn't catch the box, hold off. Okay, oh, hey, you didn't send me that box. Can you send it again? Because I didn't get it. All right, so that's what's happening, all right, with the TCP protocol. UDP, using the same analogy, will be the guy on top of the truck. You will be down there. He can care less if you catch the box or not. He's just going to go like this. Just keep throwing the boxes. And you're like, oh my God. Oh, that's what happens with UDP. Now, we looked at the application layer. We saw that DNS works there. DNS does use TCP and UDP, both. But there's a fine line that divides that. If DNS is looking for a host name or a computer name, it'll use UDP, very small packets, right? Very small packet. But now if it's doing synchronization with another domain controller, with another DNS server, well, that's important. So it's going to use TCP. All right, so sounds like a test question. What protocol may use both TCP and UDP? DNS. Okay, so it all depends. We do use UDP a lot, especially when we do, let's say, well, we use TFTP, which also works at the application layer, where it's called the trivial file transfer protocol, which is a connectionless. It doesn't use TCP at all. All right, but it's very quick because the TCP header is very huge. The UDP header is not. The UDP header is not. So that's why UDP is very popular when it comes to file transfers and things of that nature, something very small. But TCP is definitely what we need for the internet because, hey, that's a humongous network out there, right? Huge wide area network, global wide area network. We need to make sure that we get where we need to go. So we need that three-way handshake. Yes, I am ready to receive. Yes, I did receive that information. Let me let you know that's happening, or let me let you know that that's not happening. All right. And of course, it does the error detection and sequencing. As things come in, they come in a certain order. And as they go back out, they go back out in a certain order. And all these things, there's checks and balances. So TCP is a very important protocol at the transport layer. All right. And it will communicate, obviously, with its host on the other side as well. All right. But we'll talk about that later on. So this in a nutshell is the transport layer in your TCP/IP model. See you in the next.